Hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today I want to take a look at Gotham Knights. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is basically my first impressions. I've been playing this for a little while. I finished like the introductory mission and some of the other stuff. I've just kind of been exploring the city now. Taking a look at this, because I want to be as fair as possible to this game. Now, I have been playing this at 30 frames a second, and then I switched it back over here to 60, so I could kind of see, you know, get a feel for how the game plays. And I'll tell you what, honestly, movement speed, all of that kind of stuff. If you're playing this game, I don't necessarily feel like 30 FPS is going to be a bad experience. I did everything all the way up until like right here where I'm at now at the 30 frames a second. Now I am running this on a 3080, and I'm not even getting well, with max settings and everything, you know, with the ray tracing. I'm still not even getting a locked 60 frames a second. So I just turned off the and I'm running this at 1440p. So I got and I got NVIDIA, I got DLSS running, field of view at 90, ray tracing, turn that back on. I got motion blur off. I'm going to set this all the way back up and see exactly what we're going to get on this now. So right now it's telling me I've still got like 50 frames or whatever. And now with this set way out, so the ray tracing actually does kind of add an atmosphere to this game that I just don't know if I would want that on or off. But this is this game feels pretty heavy. This is a pretty big map. So I'm gonna go back in here because I kind of like the ray tracing, the way it kind of adds to the quality of this. So I'm going to go ahead and lock my frame rate back down to 30. I'm going to go ahead and lock that back down to 30 on this, because I'm not even getting a locked 60 frames a second anyways. But I can get, you know, a locked 30, and I mean, panning the camera does give you the judder or whatever. But like when it stopped and you're moving like forward or something like that, when you're fighting, the fighting in this game, oh my gosh, I like it more than Arkham. I do. I like this. I like the way it feels. I like the acrobatic. Dude, this is cool. This game is freaking pretty cool. Now, I know we all have got these expectations of what our games should feel like, play like, how they should be optimized. We can argue all day long that this game here is probably badly optimized, and it probably, I mean, like, I'm running this on a 3080. I feel like I should be able to get at least a locked 60 frames a second on this, to be completely honest with you. I feel like with maxed out with everything, I should be at 1440p. I should be able to easily get that. And I'm not getting that. I'm not getting a locked 60 frames a second. It it drops frames, and then it judders like really hard when it drops frames. So to me that's a little bit like, ooh boy, yeah, definitely needs some optimization. But like when I'm looking at this game, you guys know me. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I love open world games. And when I looked at this map, here, and I pulled it out, and I was looking at this, I was like, oh yeah, that's about the same size as Arkham Knight. And then you pull it out even more, and then you get all of this. You get this whole freaking map right here. And this right here is probably, I would say this right here is about the size of Arkham Knight. I think Arkham Knight was kind of a pretty small map. All the bridges are closed off. This one right here, you've got all these bridges, like this whole freaking map, like the whole freaking city. We're talking about, let's get down here to ground level. I don't know if there's fall damage or anything, and I don't want to test that out. But like when I'm down here at ground level and I'm looking around, like, yeah, I mean, this kind of does look like, you know, like visuals, you know, that you'd be getting. No, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that these visuals look like freaking PlayStation 4 visuals. I mean, they do, but they don't. You know what I mean? Like, they do, but they don't. There is definitely more fidelity in these visuals on a lot of things than there is on that. I do feel that the amount of pedestrians out here at nighttime is pretty much sufficient for a nighttime city. Like, I feel like that is sufficient. Now you don't see like criminals all over the place, and you could kind of say that for Spider-Man as well. Like, you have to swing around until you find one of the things and they're causing trouble, and then there's people out there. So I will say that Spider-Man performance is a lot better, but I also feel like this game city might be a little bit bigger than freaking Spider-Man's. Traversal on here is pretty fun. I do kind of like, I do like that. Let's see what else we could see. I think this city might actually be a little bit bigger. If all of that over there, if all of that over there is travelable too, as well as all of that back there. Oh, I guess you don't need to find out if fall damage is going to be a part of it. Let's check this out a little bit more, man. Because I want to be fair to this game, and I want to be fair to, you know, the community. Now, I know, I said, I made videos saying, I don't want to play this game at 30 frames a second. I know, I said that too. Oh yeah, look at this, man. If I can drive across this freaking bridge over here to the other part of the city, let's see. Whoa, Willy Peppin, Willy Peppin, Willy Peppin. I mean, if you're trying to rush through this game to review it, yeah, this one probably is not the best game out there if you're trying to rush through this. Just the fact that we can drive across this bridge to a whole nother freaking big old city. Right through here. Whoa. Oh, we'll just keep going. I think this is where I was actually at in the first part of the game, but we're going to go ahead and see just how big this city is. Let's see how far we can go. I mean, I feel like pedestrian-wise, this is fairly sufficient. I don't know how much there's going to be on the actual freaking the PlayStation or the Xbox and the PlayStation version, and I've got everything maxed out on here, like I said. Let's see. Let me see something. So yeah, I can go over that bridge. So we literally just came across the bridge over to here. And now there's that whole... Oh my gosh, yeah, look at that. A whole nother freaking island. I want to go look at some of this, man. Like, this is pretty cool, man. I'm not upset with this at all. As much as, like, I thought I was going to be pretty mad. To be completely honest with you, that 30 frames a second thing, man, really made me upset. Like, it did. That made me upset, but, like, look at this. Yeah, dude, I could go over here. Because this looks kind of Gotham-y. Look at this, man. This looks good. Let's get back driving this way. I don't know, man. I think the people out there reviewing it right now are probably, you know, just being a little bit hard on it. just because of the fact that they're like, oh man, I think it all boils down to the 30 frames a second, and people are kind of being angry about it. Like I was. I mean, like I was being angry about it. But honestly, to tell you the truth, I like it. I like it. I like this game. I like it. After just feeling the combat in my own hands. Because like seeing somebody play it, man, it was like, ooh gosh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But then when I felt it myself and how it feels, yeah. Let's check this out. Here, I'm gonna get off of you. Like that looks good. This looks fine, man. I'm not too upset about this. Dude, this looks good. Okay, there is no jump button. You don't have a jump button. Which is a little bit odd. I wish there was a jump button. That would definitely help my curiosity and being able to... Like, I want to go up there. That's where I want to be, is up there. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to be up there. Let me see this map. Let me see where I'm at. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get up there on that. But I'm basically right up here. And I got all that area. I like the spacing of this map too. I do. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. So maybe you should be okay with this. I think this is all right. I think this is all right. I do. I'm not feeling bad about this at all, guys. I hope that my yeah, dude, I'm okay with this, dude. I probably would have been okay with this on the Xbox Series X too. Man, that 30 frames a second thing, man, has really got us a little, I don't know. See, and that's the thing, man. I don't want to reward them for making these games like this, but I feel like there's enough fidelity in this open world. I mean, this is definitely better than Ubisoft open world fidelity and stuff.
Good luck.
This is better. This is better than Ubisoft open world fidelity. Maybe not size-wise, but this is definitely better than what Ubisoft games look like most of the time. Well, at least we haven't really seen anything from them since Watch Dogs, and Watch Dogs really didn't look too freaking phenomenal.
At least someone's standing up to the guns.
If this is the way this looks on Xbox and PlayStation and Xbox Series S, I think that's okay. I think this is okay, man. I'm not upset with this. I've you know, as much as I've played and as much as I've explored on this, like, this is nice looking. I don't have a problem with this at all. And I mean, like, you guys know, I'm obviously playing this at 30 frames a second right now. Poof. Yes, I like this. Poof. This game's cool, man. I am glad that I bought it on the PC because at least I got that field of view thing. Yeah, this looks better than like a Ubisoft game. Let's see how the ray tracing is looking. Ooh, not that great. Really, really, guys? Are you serious? You're gonna sell this with ray tracing and then not give us any freaking ray tracing? Not gonna give us any freaking ray tracing. That sucks. So what is it, like ray trace shadows though? Because like, no, there's reflections. I know there is. I could have sworn I saw reflections everywhere. Yeah, I like the way this looks. I mean, it's not like super Gotham, but you know, like going through the missions and like hearing Robin. Holy holy my goodness. That right then and there was like, okay, I like this. This is cool. I was like, oh my gosh. He's like, holy, he said, holy something. He's like, oh, something about, I don't remember the exact wording, but it was funny. I was like, oh gosh, dude, Robin. So I mean, the PlayStation Fog looks pretty decent. It does look pretty volumetric. Oh, let's see. Bink. I'm all worried about freaking fall damage, and he's like shooting the thing at something that's downward. And yeah, dude, I like this. I like the way like the way it feels. This isn't too bad at 30 frames. I'll have to try it on my OLED to see how that feels. But that OLED, man, it just makes 30 freaking frames a second so unplayable. But this right here, this is all right, man. Yeah, I don't have a problem with this. I'm okay with this. I might actually just play it in 30 FPS until they make it more stable, so I'm not dropping all the way. Because that bugs me more when it's like not staying at 60 and it's dropping down and it's affecting like the screen judder and the stuff like that. That I'm not okay with. But this right here, a locked 30. Like, this feels good. Oh, yeah, and you can jump. Oh, see, that's cool. I like this, man. I feel like, honestly, here's the thing, man. If you pick this up and you start playing it, as long as the frame rate's stable at 30, whatever, and there's no like screen tearing or anything like that, like I don't think you're gonna have a problem with this, to be completely honest with you. Even like going to 60 back to 30 on this, it wasn't jarring. It's not jarring. And that was like the one thing I really wanted to check. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try this in 30. And I've been thinking about it all day at work while I was at work, and I was like, man, I'm gonna try this in 30 frames a second. If it sucks, I'm gonna tell everybody no. And I'm like, wow, dude, this is not a bad experience. Now, granted, this is just my first impressions about this game. Okay, I've done one mission. I haven't got into any of the nuance or any of that stuff. I haven't like upgraded my character. None of that stuff. None of that stuff yet. But I can tell you this, as somebody, I paid for this game with my own money. I can tell you this right now. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to try to get a refund. I'm going to keep it. Like, I'm actively wanting to play this game and have some fun with it. Like, this is pretty fun. This is cool, man. I'm actually liking the gameplay loop of this a little bit more than Arkham Knight, to be completely honest with you. Especially the combat. Yeah, the combat feels cool. So, that's my initial first impressions. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your like, your subscription, and you sharing this video definitely helps me grow and helps me be able to make more videos like this and take chances on games like this that everybody's already bad-mouthing, that I was bad-mouthing, to put my money where my mouth is. That's the biggest reason I bought this game, because I didn't want to deal with the 30 frames a second thing. But I said, you know what, man? A lot of people watch those videos, so I better put my money where my mouth is and back that up, or give the game a good, or give the game its due trial. Because I'm not that kind of YouTuber that's just going to go out there and trash games just because somebody else said something. No, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll buy the game, and then I'll give you an honest opinion about it. And that's the way I feel it should be done. So, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like if you buy this game, you're not going to have a problem with it. As long as you tune out all the negativity, I think you'll be fine with this game. I think you'll be fine. But if you're out there looking for negative stuff, you're going to find negative stuff, and it's going to taint your your opinion on this game. I've seen a lot of it. I put out some negative stuff, but here I am telling you, hey man, I'm not having a problem with this. I will pick it up on the Xbox eventually. I'm not going to do it right now, but I will pick it up on the Xbox eventually and try it out on that. But as it sits right now, The reason why I chose the PC version is because I knew I could lock it to 30 frames a second so that I could test it here as well. So, all right, if you guys like this content, like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please share this video. Please watch the video. And if you made it this far, thank you. You're awesome. Have a good night.